We probably shouldn't have expected it to be any different, but again a meeting between Kerry and Cork at minor level went right down to the wire in Austin Stack Park on Tuesday night. While it didn't need extra time like 2015 at the same stage, it did come down to one decisive score, with Jack O'Connor of Beaufort replicating Michael Foley of Spa 3 years earlier in putting over the winning point right at the end of another gripping affair. It didn't look like it would come down to that when Dan McCarthy put Kerry 1-9 to 0-7 ahead on the three-quarter mark, but indicative of their effort, Cork just would not give up in their quest to end the Kingdom's long run of success at minor level. Overall, Cork will reflect on not making more use of the 8 of the breeze in the first period, but Kerry were defensively firm in the first period as they got plenty of important blocks and interceptions in, with team captain Paul O'Shea playing a sweeping role in the heart of the defence. The hosts raised the first green flag as Dan Murphy and Rory O'Beglaiowicz combined for Paul Walsh to burst through for a goal that had Kerry 1-1 to 0-0 ahead early on. It was looking better for Kerry the more they stayed in command of the scoreboard, and it wasn't until the 25th minute that Cork managed to go ahead in proceedings. Niall Hornet had succeeded in starting to get control of midfield for the Rebels as Connor Corbett put them ahead by 0-6 to 1-2. It should have been more save for the crossbar, as well as Cole Moriarty denying Corbett securing goals on separate occasions that would have put his side in a dominant position. Paul Walsh levelled the scores at the break with a free at 1-3 to 0-6 before Hornet scored the first point of a nervous start to the second period in the 36th minute. From here Kerry found 6 consecutive, however, from 5 different players: Walsh, Jack Kennelly, O'Beglaiowicz, O'Connor and McCarthy, to go ahead by 5 after 44 minutes. A strong sense of Cork having been undone by their own errors and nerves was starting to emerge, but 2 frees from Adhan Oluwase and a point from substitute Jack Kelleher bettered Walsh, bring his total to 1-3 as the game was still delicately poised at 1-10 to 0-10 with injury time approaching. The post denied O'Beglaiowicz, putting Kerry further ahead, and O'Shea made a good interception at the other end, but Cork looked to have earned a lifeline in the first minute of injury time when Hartnett passed to the impressive Corbett, who powered into the net to leave extra time a very real, and seemingly fair, possibility in Tralee. Kerry were not about to allow their proud recent record to go to chance in additional periods of play, however, as from the kick-out Paul Walsh gained possession and was vigilant to a kick run by Jack O'Connor after Walsh himself was fouled. O'Connor opted to fist rather than take a chance with his feet, and although his connection was not the cleanest, it was effective enough in going over the bar to ensure Kerry's 2018 minor campaign would go on and the county's winning streak at the underage grade would extend to 26 matches. Forwards generally get the praise for winning matches, but Wednesday night belonged to Kerry's great defensive work. They withstood plenty of Cork pressure at crucial times in proceedings and averted danger each time the Rebels asked questions of them, with the 2 Dans of McCarthy and Murphy most prominent in keeping danger at bay. Cork deserve credit for their efforts, as once again maybe the format has let them down in denying them the chance to prolong themselves at a more advanced stage. Kerry will just be delighted to have avoided their campaign ending early for another year, as thoughts can turn to a Munster final on Saturday, June 23 against Clare. Kerry, Mark Kelleher, Glenn Flesk, Connor Flannery, Dingle, Kieran O'Donoghue, Killarney Legion, David Mangan, Lown Rangers, Cole Moriarty, Anniscall, Dan McCarthy, Kenmare Shamrocks, 0-2, Dan Murphy, Rathmore, Dara Rawley, Rathmore, 0-1, Daraline, Legion, Paul Walsh, Brosna, 1-3, 2F Paul O'Shea, Kilcumin, Killian Falvey, Anniscall, Patrick Darcy, Glenn Flesk, Jack Kennelly, O'Donoghue, 0-1, Rory O'Beglaiowicz, and Geltocht, 0-2, 2F subs, Jack O'Connor, Beaufort, 0-2, for Rawley, David Deneen, Rathmore, for Kennelly, Sean Quilter, Austin Stacks, for Darcy. Cork, Diarmuid Duty, Dylan Connolly, David Buckley, Cian O'Donovan, Francis Cronin, Diarmuid Phelan, Owen Nation, Niall Hartnett, 0-1, Joseph Hart, Hugh Murphy, Dara O'Sullivan, Evan Cook, Sean McDonnell, Odhan Oluwasa, 0-4F, Connor Corbett, 1-4. Subs: Michael O'Neill for McDonnell, Jack Kelleher, 0-1, for O'Sullivan, Gavin Carey for Hart, Richard Lombard for Murphy and Joseph O'Shea for O'Donovan. Referee: Sean Lonergan, Tipperary, Kerryman.